Hello, I hope you're having a great day. So yesterday got a little crazy. I now have a wedding designer order, a florist order, and 4 bouquets to make today. So I had to set my alarm and get up before the sun set again. I already have half of the wedding designer and half of the florist flowers, and now I'm getting ready. This is my latest succession of zinnias. I've been picking off of it. So I'm gonna pick those and kind of run through my rows because there's a wildflower. So if I have any good flowers in these rows, I'm gonna pick them. And then I'll head over to my other patches. And I hope it gets a little lighter, but isn't that pretty? Look how the fog and the sunrise is just coming up over the land. It looks a lot prettier in person. The colors don't ever, it is what it is, but it's pretty, except for the bug bag. The bug bag's the only thing not pretty. Well, maybe me, but the land is pretty. Anyway, I gotta get to it. I don't know when this happened, but I feel like I'm looking through a jungle. And my poor zinnias are not getting enough sunlight in this row. Even my tomato plants are towering over me. Something is going on in this field. I think there's an underground spring. It's gotta be. Like, look at this amaranth. It's insane. All right, picked and ready to go to the florist. The question is, will these all fit in my Civic? I think they will. I've done it before. I think I can fit around 16 buckets in it. Believe it or not, it's tight. Oh, they're gorgeous. I'll do a walkthrough. On this side, we just have some garden variety type zinnias and cosmos, snapdragons, frosted explosion, grass, asters, jewels of opar, gladiolas, celosia, couple Rebecca, some stuff I just threw in for fun. Gomphrena, more asters. Oh, isn't that a beautiful, just pink and purple bucket? Pink and purple. And then a bucket of sunflowers, amaranth, and zinnias that don't fit in there very well. Just rolling with my homies. Got all my buckets cleaned from this week's festivities. Went through a lot of buckets of flowers this week. And I'm so glad to have these clean because I didn't really have too many buckets left, and I definitely have to harvest tomorrow for the farmer's market. I went through a lot of buckets today. Got a lot of buckets. They're all washed up. Hopefully they'll dry overnight and I'll have buckets to go harvest for the farmer's market in the morning. My cooler could use probably about 9 more buckets to be full. I have a lot of frosted explosion grass in here. And then I have some sunflowers. I'm doing some testing with those to see if I can use a solution to hydrate them. But I have a lot of sunflowers. Some gomphrena. And this, if I don't use it, I think I'll hang it upside down and dry it. So it's just in here, and when it starts to fall apart, I just quit using it. And then this is all kind of the stuff I'll go through tomorrow, plus whatever I pick tomorrow. So I don't know, the cooler could end up being 2 shelves down, or if I get a big harvest tomorrow, maybe the cooler will be about where it is now. I think I usually use roughly 5 to 6 buckets for the farmer's market, so it's looking good. It reminded me, oh, it's windy out. I need to turn back on my deer fence before I head in, and I was gonna check out this amaranth wreath. Looking a little rough. So the side with the wilt stop actually looks the worst. So this was the side that I sprayed wilt stop all over. And then this was the side I did the crowning glory on. And maybe this piece of amaranth is just bad compared to these. But even up here, it's starting to brown. And then this is what I didn't put anything on. So the crowning glory looks like it's holding up a lot better right now. As far, I mean, you can see where I sprayed it. From like here to right here. Like you can definitely see where I sprayed the crowning glory, because this was all original. And you can even see on this one where I got overspray. The very tip of it is a lot darker and the top of it's starting to get... So that crowning glory is a win with amaranth so far. That thing's been getting whipped around out here. We had a storm, it rained, it's been windy. But that one side with the crowning glory on it's actually holding up really well. I'm really shocked to see that big a difference in the products. It's insane. I mean, that side just looks darker, and it just, honestly, just looks a lot better. And honestly, the top where I didn't spray anything and the crowning glory are the closest. The side that I spray wilt stop on, amaranth must not do well with wilt stop because it really doesn't look good. So good to know. Note to self. Okay, I'm back at home and I'm going to show you the cosmos. Okay, so let's start with this one. If you'll remember yesterday, I had one and I said it's probably about done. It's starting to curl up, but it had a bud, and that bud was just cracked open, and look at that. Now the leaf's starting to come out of it. So that's awesome. And then up here, I have another one that's, ooh, that is too bright. I have to hold it further away, I think. So that one is opening too, you can see it. I think it's too bright. There we go. There we go. So that one's starting to open now. And that one has some petals coming out. And over here we've got one that has like a couple of petals. So it's been one day. So if I would have put this in as just interest, the next day it would have started to bloom. So it'll be interesting to see how long those take, because maybe you could get it to a point where you knew the cosmos was going to last 7 days. Maybe you could have it a little bit open in the vase when you put it in. Or maybe you could put it in as a pop of interest, and by the end of the week when your other flowers are kind of looking sad, you'd have this brand new flower. I'll keep you updated as it goes on. But it has been a very long day. It is not quite 5 yet, but I did get up at 4 a.m. So I think I'm gonna put the video together and call it a day. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I hope to see you in the next one.